I watched The Many Saints of Newark. Now, this is, of course, the Sopranos film that I have been waiting on for quite a while. I've been super excited about for quite a while. As my buddy Joe said, you know, being a super fan of this show, it is my favorite show of all time. It is the greatest television show of all time. And it's one of the best mob stories I've ever seen. I absolutely love the show. With all of that being said, I did really enjoy the movie. There was a lot of things that were very cool about it, a lot of things that pointed back to the series that I loved, a lot of Easter eggs. I really liked the performance of Dickie Moltisanti. I have always thought that he was a character we should explore a little more, and I'm glad that they did. I honestly feel that this is just my opinion, and there's going to be no real big spoilers in this. There's just going to be some talk in the general vicinity. That I think they spent a little too much time in the 1960s part when Tony was young, and they should have spent more time in the 1970s part when Tony was a teen. I feel that Michael Gandolfini did a very good job playing young Tony. He doesn't quite fill his father's shoes, but then again, who can? There are some great nods to everything in the show that, as Joe said, only a superfan would catch. Now, with all of that being said, I thought that it was amazing that they found an actress who looked just like a young Carmela. Just the way I pictured young Carmela to look. I thought it was fun that we got to see the loving friendship and also the tension between Artie Bucco and Tony. We got to see the makings of Tony, Jackie, and their little crew, as Ralphie called it in the show. I think that my biggest issue with this film is it felt unfinished. It didn't feel like they wrapped things up the way they should have. And they did some things that I wanted to see that didn't get shown, in my opinion, in the proper light, coming as a gigantic fan of the series. However, I do really like the movie. I want to watch it again because I think it's going to be one of those movies I need to watch again to maybe appreciate a little more. I definitely think that they should make another movie. I think they kind of left it open for one at the end. I think that they need to expand on some stuff and get in a little deeper. A couple of my bigger disappointments were the lack of Johnny Boy Soprano in the movie. His presence in the show was much larger, even in the small parts he had. And in Tony's life, it was larger. Yes, they talk about Dickie being his mentor, but his father was his ultimate, role model. And they explore that so much in the show, especially with Dr. Melfi, that they really don't show it much in this movie. John Bernthal did an okay job. The guy that plays Silvio, I thought he did an okay job getting Silvio's mannerisms down. One thing I didn't like about it is there's nowhere in the show that they ever show that Silvio's hair is a toupee. It's not a toupee in the show. It's his hair. It's the way it is. And in this, they go and show that he was losing his hair and it's a toupee. I also think that he was not the right age if I go back and reference the show and things they talked about. But that's just my own personal thing. I think the guy that played Paulie did a really good job. He got Tony Sirico down. It wasn't just an imitation. I did kind of feel that way with the guy that played Pussy. It's like he was just trying to imitate Big Pussy's performance, and it is what it is, but it just wasn't what I really wanted. Now, all this being said, as I said, I did enjoy the movie. It's a really good movie. It really is. I just think that there's certain things they could have done that I would have been happier with. But that's just my own issues, I know some fans are going to love it, and I think some fans are going to hate it. I've already seen, actually, quite a few big Sopranos fans say that they don't like it, that it's disrespectful to the show. I don't think it's disrespectful to the show. I just think they could have done a few things differently. And I think they needed to expand on a few things. Also, the ending felt a little rushed. Just saying. Guys, I am all in on this movie, though. I'm going to go check it out again as soon as I can. I got to do some work, and then I'm going to check it out again. I got to get inside. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.